warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Zulia Dwi Oktafiani, and in this occasion I want to tell you about review text of film entitled Little Woman. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Little Woman is a drama film adaptation of Louisa May Alcott's classic novel with the same name, which was published in 1868. This film is about four March sisters who are determined to live their own way. Little Woman is a film from the United States that released in 2019, directed by Greta Gerwig. This film is set in the 1860s and has the genres of family, drama, history, romance, and slice of life. And the plot of this film is back and forth. This film focuses on the lives of the March sisters, who include Jo March, the main character, who is independent, feminist, and aspires to be a writer. Then Meg March, the oldest sister, who is responsible and tries hard to elevate her status in life. And the third child is Amy, a painter with a stubborn and explosive temper. And the youngest child is Beth, the calm one and adores music. Before discussing the contents of film, I will show you a few clips from this film first.
I'm working on a novel. It is a story of my life and my sisters.
Make it short and spicy. And if the main character is a girl, make sure she's married by the end.
This is Meg, Amy, Beth, and Joe.
I intend to make my own way in the world.
No one makes their own way, least of all a woman. You'll need to marry well.
I believe we have some power over who we love. It isn't something that just happens to a person.
I think the poets might disagree.
We can leave right now. I'll sell stories. Joe. And you should be an actress and you should have a life on the stage.
Just because my dreams are different than yours doesn't mean they're unimportant.
I have loved you ever since I've known you, Joe. I couldn't help it.
It would be a disaster if we
married. It wouldn't be a disaster.
We'd be miserable.
Joe, I'd be a perfect saint.
I can't. Women, they have minds and they have souls as well as just hearts.
I want to be great or nothing.
And they've got ambition and they've got talent as well as just beauty. And I'm so sick of people saying that love is just all a woman is fit for. I'm so sick of it.
There are some natures too lofty to bend.
So, who does she marry?
The four of them, Meg, Jo, Amy, and Beth, live in a simple house with their mother, Marmee, while their father was serving as a war soldier. And directly opposite from their house, there's a magnificent old house where Theodore Lawrence, aka Laurie, lives with his grandfather. Despite their simplicity, these four sisters live a warm and joyful life. As time goes by, they grow into mature girls who have their own dreams. The eldest child, May, decided to marry a teacher named John Broad, and she seemed happy with her choice, even though she had to live with Broad so simply. And the second child, Jo March, pursues her dream of becoming a writer by moving to New York. As a result, she also left Laurie, a man who loved her. Then the third child, Amy, has a hobby and talent for painting. However, she also has another dream that's easier for her to realize, which is becoming the wife of a wealthy man. Amy then travels to France with her wealthy aunt, and there she is introduced to a nobleman that she doesn't really like. While the youngest child, Beth, still lives with their mother. Beth also later becomes seriously ill, forcing Meg and Jo to return home. Unfortunately, Beth's life could not be saved and she died, leaving only 3 martyred siblings. While returning home, Jo considers again that maybe she actually loves Laurie. When Jo was about to confess her feelings to Laurie returned to the city and brought news that he had married Amy, Jo's own sister. Even though she was sad, Jo tried to remain cheerful because she saw Amy finally being able to make her dream come true. Jo then found a man who matched her. He was a professor she had met in New York. Also, Jo's wealthy aunt left her a magnificent house which later converted into a school by her. In fact, the whole film is the story of the March family's life written by Jo in her novel. Well, the reasons to watch this film is because this film has a touching and inspirational story starring top Hollywood stars and has beautiful and eye-pleasing cinematography. Touching and inspirational story. We can see that Little Woman's story has a deep meaning about dreams, life, and family. Through the lives of March sisters, it teaches that everyone has the right to choose their own path in life because everyone has different goals they want to achieve. This film also has the potential to make the audience laugh, cry, and feel the warmth that comes from the several scenes that are truly heartwarming. This film is also very interesting to analyze because it's about liberalist feminism, in which women are free to dream and choose their own way of life without the interference of a man. Secondly, starring top Hollywood stars. Apart from presenting an interesting and very inspiring story, another reason to watch this film is the cast, which is studded with top Hollywood stars like Saoirse Ronan, Emma Watson, Florence Pugh, Meryl Streep, and Timothée Chalamet. Of course, there is no need to doubt the totality of their acting. The chemistry between actors are great and feels so genuine. And the last one, this film has a beautiful and eye-pleasing cinematography. Little Woman is set in the 1860s in the Europe and America. As a result, in this film we will see how the local people's culture at that time provided a visual feast. Likewise, the decorations and properties from the 1860s gave the audience a different vibe. Various beautiful ancient buildings and the beautiful costumes of the characters make the visuals of the film are very interesting. This beautiful visual is completed by classical music in the background. Okay, I think that's all from my review. If there's any mistake, I'm so sorry. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.